I have a big history that I don't want to talk about because I have so many things to share. Let me just say that I have rheumatoid arthritis and advanced scoliosis. And so it's made a lot of problems for me over the years. And really the patches have saved my life. And if you want to hear that whole story, it's October 25th was where I did a Zoom call about it. So yeah, the patches really were miraculous, got me out of bed and up and walking, not walking the way you walk, but walking the way I can walk, much better than I ever could before in a long time. So I want to jump right in because of what Betty just shared. I want to say my hands are also an issue. And so what I'm doing, oh, actually you can see.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a tendon jump over a bone or something like that back in November. And so what I finally realized was I've got an Eon patch on and I've got an X39 on, and then I've got a glutathione on in the back here. And boy, I hate having to take them off at night. That's all I can say. They really help with the pain a lot. And it gets better over time. So whenever this jump still happens, which is like excruciating, it doesn't happen as often and it doesn't hurt as badly. So I'm hoping that I keep doing this and I'm hoping it'll fix it all together. So I wanted to say that for Betty. Maybe it'll help her. I don't know. Yeah, so I have had amazing things happen. And from September to October. So I had the most huge gains in the first 5 days to 2 weeks. And again, so many things that I had wrong. So I want people not to expect that everybody's gonna, see something. In like the very first day, I could feel a difference. And because I was basically in bed and I didn't know if I was ever gonna get out of bed again. And then I got to where I could walk, and I finally got to where my feet could kind of roll when I walked. Like you don't realize that your foot rolls when you walk. And I stopped having to use the cane in the house, and I still need the walker outside, but I don't need it in the house. And wow. So I've just made such huge progress. It's just, I mean, really, it just saved my life. It really, really saved my life.
So let's just give her an update now of what has happened to you in the last couple of months. And I'll post up the pictures right now.
Right. So I was doing so well. I thought, okay, I'm going to be like, maybe I'll even get to be a normal person. And then on October 29th, shortly after I had that, after I gave my Zoom talk, I got in a car accident. Somebody hit me. And so then I have a whole bunch of new things that are going on. Now, this picture. This is something really weird that happened. So I'm so sensitive, and there was a chemtrail outside. I don't know if people believe in chemtrails. I don't even know if I do, but there it was. And then the next thing I know, I'm having an itchy spot on my ankle. And then that turned into a painful spot. And so I put some essential oil on it, or somebody did for me because I can't reach my feet. And this is what happened. It got this huge blister. And I had that for like 3 days. It was unchanged. And I was starting to think I better go to the doctor, even though it was just a blister, gigantic blister. And so then I went and I put patches on it on the 4th day. And this is the night of the 4th day. So I've had the patches on for 1 day. And there's an Eon and an X39, and then I have a glutathione underneath on K1 underneath my foot. And you can see how it's not all swollen and filled. It's starting to drain a little bit. And then I did patches 1 more day, and wow. This is what I woke up with this morning, right there.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so I only had the patches on 2 days. They made such a huge difference. I was blown away.
Wow, from this to this to this in 5 days, less than 5 days. Oh my God.
Right. and really in 3 days, because I
3 days.
had the bigger blister on the last of the 3 days, and then I had the medium blister that, yeah, and that, and then that one, that was 3 days. It was amazing, amazing. So, and then about a month ago, I woke up in the middle of the night in the most excruciating pain. I thought I had a kidney infection. The pain was so bad that my brain stopped functioning properly. And I thought that you wouldn't be able, I thought I wasn't being coherent. So I kept yelling because I thought I wasn't making sense. And then when my son answered me, he helps me, when he would say things to me, I felt like I couldn't understand him, even though I somehow did. It's like my brain, the pain was so bad, my brain wasn't working right. But what I did manage to get out was, get my patches.
Hurry.
So he went and got my whole collection of patches. And of course, I've got just about almost one of everything. And so I put 2 Eon, two X39s and 2 glutathione around the area that was hurting so bad on my left side, where I thought the kidney infection was. And by the time I got the 6th patch on, the pain was starting to go away already. So, I mean, I still had some pain the next day, but none of this excruciating stuff. It was just painful. That was it. Just ordinary kind of pain. And then I went for testing and everything. It turned out to be a kidney stone, not a kidney infection. Just had been a really bad one. So apparently I guess the stone broke up from having the patches on it. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense to me, but I thank God whatever happened. Because it was like, take me to the emergency room kind of pain, it was pretty crazy. And so the other thing that's been, since I had that car accident, I mean, I guess the strangest things. So the skin on my outside of my left ankle, that other one was my right ankle, on the outside of the left ankle had gotten so painful that it would wake me up at night just from touching the sheets. And, I went to the skin doctor, and she didn't really have too much to say, but the chiropractor said, that's from your lower back, from the car accident. And then the skin doctor agreed with that. So apparently it was nerve pain in the skin. And so the nerves go through your sacrum, through these little holes in your sacrum, all the way down your leg. And they know exactly where it is. They can tell where each nerve goes. So I started at first I was putting the carnosine patch on my ankle, and it wasn't doing anything. So then I put it on my sacrum, and the pain almost 90% gone.
Wow.
Yeah. So just from putting that carnosine patch on my sacrum, the pain in my ankle gone. And so, I mean, that's one thing so now I've been doing the patches for 5 months now. I just finished my 5th month, and, or tomorrow I will. And, so what I'm realizing is that everybody's so individual, you really have to kind of experiment. So should I put it here? Should I put it there? And because it doesn't work one place where your brain thinks it should go, like on my hand, I thought I should put them here, which is where the worst pain was, but the skin was too thin and it was breaking the blood vessels. So I started putting it on the sides here, and that's what did it. It was like,
Wow.
oh, okay. So, who would have known?
Carrie, before you started the X39, because you look totally different today than you did back in October. Can you let our viewers know how many medications were you on, like before the X39?
Right. Well, I'm not a medication person.
Okay.
So I wasn't really on anything except some thyroid medication, but I have, I was taking 70 supplements, in a day.
That's right. It was a supplement you took.
Yeah. and going to many different kinds of healers, and I have various different devices that I've bought, and plus I was taking $300 worth of CBD a month to keep the pain away, and I don't have to take that anymore at all.